So let's talk about how to find the right advertisers. You want to focus on building loyalty. And what builds loyalty? Deals. People want to know what's in it for them. So there are 3 kinds of deals that I want you to think about. The first one is volume-based deals. Let's take this example of the sundae from Ben & Jerry's. Buy one, get one free. Why wouldn't you do this at half off? At half off, that looks like a $6 sundae to me. At half off, I come in, I pay you $3. $3 isn't very exciting. If I get this coupon for buy one, get one free, I bring my friend, we spend $6. That extra sundae probably cost 50 cents, so it's no big loss. You got $6 you wouldn't have had otherwise. The other example is today only, a limited time offer. Today only works great in SMS. So here's an example. It's an email campaign, but an example nonetheless of a today only deal. Qdoba, it's a Mexican restaurant, sent this out, could see it's a rainy day, said, oh, it's a rainy day. Here, we're going to reward you. Buy one, get one free burritos. And the next example is something that's event-driven. You know the Super Bowl's coming up. You've got a great platter to give away. You've got a wings special. You're a restaurant owner. You want people to buy it from you. If you send that out same day, somebody's already gone to Costco to get all the wings they need. But you send it out a week ahead of time, and perhaps they're going to come to you instead. So let's talk about the types of businesses that will benefit from these kinds of deal-based offers. Retailers with high margins. Not every retailer can afford to do this. As a former retailer myself, where nearly everything I sold was at, my cost was a 50% reduction from the retail price, if I gave a half-off deal, I'd go out of business. So you gotta focus on retailers that aren't gonna go out of business when they have these sorts of deals. The first example is clearly restaurants. They have about a 300% markup. They can afford to do this. The second example is car service. I love the Jiffy Lube example. I've used that in webinars. I got that from Jeff a long time ago. So an oil filter, some oil, what's that really cost? Not the $50 I pay for an oil change. So someone can offer a discount on that, still make a profit, and get new people into the business. Salons. I don't know how many of you have noticed the price of massages, but 120 bucks at a high-end salon? I mean, I think that's outrageous. I would only do it with a discount. A lot of other people are the same way, but some people would get hooked with that discount, enjoy all of the aromatherapy involved, and say, of course I'll spend $120 with you next time. And then they build a loyalty base of customers. Cosmetic services, teeth whitening, hair removal, LASIK eye surgery. These are all examples of services where the markup is huge. They don't have to replace that with a new item at a high cost. They provide the service, they build a database of customers, and they continue to market to them over time. Classes, kickboxing, yoga, jewelry making. They're going to have a room full of people who paid at full price and a few extra that got a discount. They're still going to make a good amount of money. Events, anything with seating that has to be filled, when there are empty seats, there's money left on the table. They don't want to leave money on the table. They're going to reduce the price until they fill the room. And lastly, tourist attractions. I threw this slide in for me and Bill. That's the Belle of Louisville. I've been on it many times, and I've never seen it full. And this kind of offer would be a great way for them to build loyal customers over time. So I'm going to sum up with just a few thoughts on building a good mobile campaign. The first point is relevance. The message has to mean something to me specifically. I can't be lumped in with other people. I need you to send me stuff that is of interest to me. The second is solutions. I talked to newspaper, TV folks, radio folks. There's a lot of concern out there that that little spot at the top of the screen is not enough to make money off of. Probably right. You probably can't grow a business based on a 320 by 50 pixel box. So you gotta think of ways to get people in the door of local businesses. Think outside of that pixel box. Interactivity. Anytime that you can get someone to interact with a brand, that brand will leave a greater impression on that person. It could be voting, it could be filling out a form, it could be entering a contest. Anytime you get someone to have that interaction, they will respond later with better recall. And lastly, location. You know, I was glad Connie said that location technology is not what we think it is. We think it's out there. We think we can just target people anywhere they are, but it's not quite built out the way we expect it to be yet. Coincidentally, I was in my hotel room yesterday on my phone reading the New York Times, and I saw an ad for Starbucks. I see Starbucks ads on the New York Times mobile website all the time. Yesterday in particular, it was for a pumpkin spice latte. Hadn't had one before. So here I am in the hotel. I know there's a Starbucks downstairs. My time to make a decision. It was in the morning. I was going to go to Starbucks. This is proximity marketing by coincidence. They didn't know they were targeting me because there was a Starbucks downstairs. But what if they could have? Because they got a conversion out of me. I said, you know what? Today is the day. I can do this. I'm going to get that pumpkin spice latte. And they made that impression just as I was about to get something to drink, and I bought that one. My friends had talked about it. I'd seen posts on Facebook. Everybody's excited about this latte. I kind of thought it would taste funny. But I saw the ad. I was like, I'll try it. And so that was yesterday morning. It's great. I've had 2 so far.
Now she just needs a pizza ad.
Right. Yeah, right. That's actually mint tea. But anyhow, that sums up my presentation. I'll take some questions if you have any. Other question?
I won't buy a pizza without a coupon, a printed coupon. How is this affecting the margins of these restaurants of new customers versus existing customers? Does this pizza guy you're talking about know whether he is really making more, or are his existing customers just using this opt-in to discount what they would have paid full price for?
I think in this particular example, the part about the campaign that is meaningful to him is that he can stimulate a response. So I'm like you. I won't buy a pizza without a coupon. I have a drawer full of pizza coupons, right? They don't trigger me to buy. So I don't know how his margins are, but if there are people coming in spending less than they would have otherwise, but I do know that his revenue is up and that he can pay his bills better. At that level of a retailer, that's really important. So for him, it's about stimulus and response.
Hi, I was just wondering, for your local pizza parlor, who is doing the execution of the offers? Do they have an interface that's someone that he actually does, or the vendor, are they providing that service for him?
They created an admin tool that allows him to do it. And we're going to hear an example on Wednesday of a retailer, a burger joint in Dallas. And he has a really cool platform that he uses. I've been into it and seen it. Making it easy for a local business owner to do is just very important. You know, something someone can send off in 5 minutes versus, you know, another way. By the way, this particular pizza joint, they hadn't ever built an email database. So he wasn't in the mindset of building a database. But he was approached, it was easy, and he went for it. And now he's got something he can use. Okay, great. Thank you, everybody.